what has been the raddest live experience you got?
Oh, there was a few.
You can name a few. It doesn't have to just be one.
I think one of them just happened on tour in Denmark. But I don't know, nothing to go into detail about, but just vibe-wise. But then the first London show, right?
The first London show
Maybe that
was great.
the best.
What was it about the London show?
Well, we played in the basement of a Turkish sports bar, and it wasn't really a venue, but there was something about this guy from Turkey that just had this thing where he pulled the event together. There were no amps. There was like nothing going on in the space. And it turned out at the same time there was this art fair and freeze or something. And there were a lot of friends in town. So we packed out that space, and then it turned out it was kind of like a rave, kind of.
Yeah, basement rave.
It was a basement rave.
Sounds hot, yo.
And it was really sweaty, and everyone was chanting and kind of
Puff spliffs.
there was a lot happening. And it turns out that guy started his own nightclub after that, and like put on bands like, I don't know, weirdos like us, like Lightning Bolts and
That's right.
you know,
No, but I think it was like the fact that when we got there, that it just looked like the most hopeless environment possible. You know, there was no sound system. It was in the basement of the sports bar. We had basically like thought there was no way to play, and then somehow by the time we played, this guy had like taken all these like shambles of different sound systems and set them up, and just like the best friends possible, packed in this basement, just smoking weed.
Another really good show was we kind of started a riot in Seattle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was well. That was.
It wasn't good, but it was a kind of a legendary thing for us. We literally had the police called in on us as if we were, you know, gonna break out into some violent act or something.
Did you move the show out to the street that night?
No. They shut us off because they had cut the opening band short of Bloodline.
Right.
So we started playing, and then like 2 songs in, like someone from Bloodlines came up and told us that they had gotten kicked out, but while we were playing, so we were just like, fuck this, you know, just shut everything off and we're not playing unless you let those guys back in. And they wouldn't let him in, and then so we just like disassembled everything, gave all the drums to the audience, like took all the beer from backstage, gave everything, and just turned into like this massive like percussion riot thing, And then so the club shut off the sound system, but we still had like our own PA, so they didn't shut it off, so everyone was just like grabbing microphones and banging on shit.
I was signing autographs in the audience.
But yeah, they called like 12 cop cars.
Like,
something
it was
flying
ridiculous.
outside.
I'm like, but it was funny because Bloodlines are like, like one girl's like a yoga instructor, and like, I mean, you couldn't really, they said we were on insane drugs, and like, I don't know, Brian told the guy to cut his cock off. Because he turned his amp off, and he was like, you need to shut, what did he say? He was saying, like, you need to shut that off because why don't you cut your cock? I never heard Ron so angry.
It was a classic, you know, we were like locked out trying to get paid back on the door.
You expected to get paid.
We did get paid. And they wanted us to come back. They asked us to come back. But it was, and the club is called Chop Suey.
I know the club.
But yeah, you know the club.
Exactly where it is.
So Brian was like, Chop Suey. And like, I mean, it was really violent. Not violent.
No, it wasn't violent.
It wasn't violent at all. It was just like
They thought it was
Confrontation.
Yeah. Well, they thought that they took, you know, they took it as like this act of like aggression that everyone was just like letting go and playing drums.
It's not like spectators.
Yeah.
The audience becomes part of the show, and it is spiritual. And your music allows the listener to be a part of it, and then travel with you guys where you're going, the places that you travel when you're performing.
Yeah, that's always the biggest compliment when people like just say that they shut their eyes the whole time. Yeah, it's less about like this rock and roll performance, or where it's more about just closing your eyes.
You shut your eyes and you get in tune with what you see when your eyes are shut. You know, when you shut your eyes and see colors and kaleidoscopes and shit. You know.
Pick up the rockers, don't you throw